Hey, it's Romo. On this episode, we're making chicken Parmesan. Okay, today we're going to make chicken Parmesan. Great recipe, happens to be my wife's favorite, so we make it quite often. Pretty easy to do, just takes a little bit of time, but we make it from scratch, if you will, and it turns out real well most of the time. I'm starting today with 5 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I have a couple of eggs. I put just a touch of milk in my egg, mix it up to create a good egg wash. While we're doing this, make sure that you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So we get our egg wash ready. I've got some Italian style breadcrumbs, maybe a cup and a half or so in my shaker bag, Ziploc bag. And we take our chicken breasts, put them in the egg wash, get them a good coating, and then shake and bake style, give them a nice good coating of breadcrumbs. And then put them in our oil. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. And we're going to brown them up and then let them pat dry a little bit on a plate before we put them in our baking dish. And then we will cover and bake them for an hour or so until they're at least 165 inside. Then we'll make our sauce and our pasta and have a nice chicken Parmesan dinner. So we'll get these breaded up and then move on to our next step. Okay. We're putting just a little light golden brown coat on our chicken breast and then let them pat dry for a little bit here, drain off some of the excess oil. And these are going to be absolutely perfect. And then we will transfer them into our baking dish. And these will go on in the oven at 350 for about an hour or an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Our chicken breasts are brown. Now I'm going to cover them in foil. We're going to put this in the oven at 350 for an hour or so. Once again, internal temp of your chicken has to be at 165. Now, let's make our sauce. And this will be a marinara sauce because our meat is chicken, so we're not going to use a meat sauce for the topping and for our pasta side. So we're going to start with just 2 1-pound cans of tomato sauce and a small can of tomato paste. This is a quick sauce that is effective and turns out pretty well. Now everybody has their own recipes for spaghetti sauce. This is just a quick scratch recipe that I use. But if you don't have the time to make this, a jar of your favorite brand of pasta sauce will work. So we've got tomato sauce, tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, and 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. So now we will mix this up and let this simmer for a while, and then check on our chicken and make our pasta. While our chicken's in the oven and our sauce is simmering, we're now going to prepare our pasta. And I'm using a small pan because I'm not making a lot because the spaghetti is just a side dish today. The chicken parm is our main dish. So on my water, I always put a dash of salt in there and just a touch of any kind of oil, cooking oil, vegetable oil. This is olive oil that I'm using today. And this way it prevents the noodles from sticking to the bottom of the pan and sticking together. So we'll let this boil up and then we'll cook our pasta. Okay, checking our chicken. Looks great. We go into a meaty part of the breast and internal temp of about 170. So 170 there, so in good shape. All of these are over 165 in the meatiest part of the breast, so we know that our chicken is done. Now we're going to take them out and then serve them up and do our taste test in just a second. Now this is the good stuff, folks. We are ready to serve. And this is beautiful. Got a nice marinara, a little bit of spaghetti, and then cover our chicken breast. We have some Parmesan cheese that will lightly hit there. We have freshly grated Parmesan. And then we're going to touch it with just a little bit of an Italian 5 blend cheese. And there you are. If you like what you see here on our channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell also so you'll get a notification each time we post a new video. Hopefully this is something you can make for your family. Takes about an hour and a half. This is a 90-minute dish just to make your pasta sauce and make some noodles and bread your chicken and let them bake for about an hour until it's done inside. So hour and a half, and you've got a beautiful meal for your family. Okay, now we're going to taste test the chicken parm. Mason's going to give it a shot. Good? Beautiful. And this is Kelly's favorite dish. Well, what do you think?
It's good.
Tender, juicy?
Both A and B.
Yeah, and done enough?
Yes, absolutely.
And
Okay.
A and C, B, yo-o.
Alrighty. Well,
Whatever you call
another
it.
successful dish, folks. Hopefully you can make it for your family. It's an easy chicken parmesan. This is Romo saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon.
Yo,